Hi folks, Chief Meteorologist James Zahara here. Very soggy day it has turned out to be, but even more so farther north where it has been getting a bit icy. Here are the latest road conditions. Green, that's a good sign, okay? That means the roads are just simply wet, but already we're starting to see the blue and even some of that pink color indicating some of those roads being 50 to 100% ice covered. Okay, and we expect to see, I think, a lot more pink begin to build in an area, especially north of Route 30, as we go through the rest of the afternoon, and especially as we head into tonight. Look at the colors that we have on here. Most of this is rain until you get to about maybe Route 30, because that dark pink color that you see there, that's the freezing rain, even some sleet mixed in, and then you got some snow farther north of us. And we'll continue to see this kind of make its way across our area, at least as we go through about early evening hours, and then we'll start seeing some of that moisture begin to slowly end from south to north later on tonight. Look at all the weather alerts that we have across the country, not just blizzard warnings in areas around Minnesota, the Dakotas, but just south of the Quad Cities, we have tornado watches out for downstate Illinois. So an extreme weather pattern going on across much of the Great Lakes. And around here locally, we got a concern too as far as the advisories and more importantly, the winter storm warning that continues until tomorrow around noon, where we're still looking at travel to be nearly impossible by this evening and especially overnight. Even though the moisture is going to be coming to an end, roads are still going to be very treacherous, especially on those secondary roadways all the way into morning commuting. So keep that in mind. The winds are going to be a big concern too, especially as we head into tomorrow with those gusts around 40 miles an hour. But here's the good news. Moisture begins to pull its way off to the north and east, leave behind a lot of clouds throughout the rest of the night. And temperatures, which have been holding right around the mid to upper 30s, are going to be cooling down just a little bit with numbers expected around the lower 30s, colder numbers to our north, warmer 30s off to our south and east. We'll try to build in a little bit more dryness in the air as we make our way throughout our Thursday, with clouds in the morning giving way to partly cloudy skies as we head into the afternoon. The winds may not be too bad in the morning, but as we go throughout our Thursday, watch how those winds really pick up, maybe flirting near 40 miles an hour by the time we get to around lunchtime and thereafter. And that same wind is going to take our temperatures, which will be right around 40 degrees by mid-morning, and slowly cooling it down. By the time we get to about mid-afternoon hours, we're going to be talking about numbers in all of our hometowns below freezing with 20s and even teens the farther north and west of the Quad Cities as you go. Of course, this is going to lead to a pretty cold day in our Friday, but like we've been seeing in a number of these weeks where we get a nice bounce in numbers just in time for the weekend with mid-40s on Saturday, maybe just over 50 degrees as we head into Sunday. That's actually going to lead to the warmest day going into next week with mid-50s by Monday, but it does come with more rain and more wind. And temperatures even after Monday actually still not looking too bad for this time of year. For more weather information, go to our website. That is WQAD.com.